When you're trying to squeeze the most out of a buck, and the Walmarts and Targets close by are a bit too luxurious, you can always count on Dollar General. For 70 years, thrifty consumers have been able to buy their groceries at the one-stop dollar shop and not break the bank in the process. But at some point, you gotta start wondering how they can sell everything for such low prices. And not only stay in business, but seemingly open new stores as frequently as one opens a door? Well, today we're feeling like $1,000,000 as we figure out how Dollar General sells food for so cheap. But before we put our money where our mouth is, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History channel. Then let us know what other too-good-to-be-true meal deals you'd like to hear about next. For now, time to make a quick buck. Way back in 1939, Tennessee farmer and traveling salesman James Luther Turner noticed a depressing trend, which made sense because the Great Depression had been in full swing for years. During his travels, Turner saw a lot of general stores going out of business, able to be bought up on the cheap. Along with his son, Cal Turner Sr., the Turners liquidated these defunct stores and built a wholesale dry goods business with the plundered goods, gaining valuable retail expertise in the process. They called this new venture J.L. Turner & Son, and by the 1950s, they owned 35 department stores across Kentucky and Tennessee. Back then, big city department stores would run what they called Dollar Days promotions, placing several items in their stores at $1 each for a short time, driving in stampedes of foot traffic. Inspired by this, Cal Sr. saw serious potential in single price point retail, meaning a store where every single item costs the same amount. In 1955, the father-son duo converted Turner's department store in Springfield, Kentucky, into the very first Dollar General, where just about everything in the store was $1 or less. Now, not only were groceries more affordable, customers could simply count the items in their basket to calculate the total. By 1957, the Turners had expanded Dollar General to 29 stores, successfully turning their $1 strategy into a $5 million a year income in the process. This was thanks to the many odds and ends offered by the typical Dollar General, such as cleaning supplies, light clothing, snacks, and personal care items. As the years would go on, competition would open its doors in the form of Dollar Tree and Family Dollar entering the scene. Though it should be noted, not all dollar stores are related, and many, in fact, are in stiff competition with each other. There's only room in this town for $1. Eventually, the Dollar General operation outgrew its shell in the Southeast, leading to a nationwide expansion in the 1960s. When Cal Turner took the reins from his father in 1968, he took the company public with a fancy new moniker of Dollar General Corporation. With this new venture, the DGC was able to expand beyond Tennessee and Kentucky and stretch that dollar across several new states. By the end of the 1960s, Dollar General was raking in top dollar, around $40 million a year, quickly establishing itself as one of the most profitable grocery store chains in the U.S. While most bigger city folks were used to living a stone's throw from major stores like Walmart or Kroger, rural areas just weren't within their reach, allowing Dollar General to swoop in as the de facto small-town market. As a result, Dollar General became the fastest-growing retailer in the United States, opening around 1,000 new stores every year. This trend continued throughout the 70s and 80s, with Cal Turner Jr. taking over in 1977 to steady expansion, with annual sales growing from $50 million up to a whopping $6 billion by Turner's retirement in 2002. Throughout the 2000s, it was another day, another dollar for Dollar General, as they achieved staggering growth with their familiar black and yellow signs shining in almost 20,000 locations across the U.S. and billions of dollars in revenue, with much of their success being found in more rural areas. In 2012, Dollar General was the sponsor for several racing events, with their logo driven by the likes of Joseph Newgarden and Jacques Villeneuve in the Indy 500 and Matt Kenseth in NASCAR. And it's easy to watch the action since there is absolutely no mistaking those bright yellow and black stock cars. Dollar General Corporation also ventured into more higher-scale territory throughout the years, with stores like DGX, which aim to meet the unique needs of customers living, working, and visiting vibrant urban areas, or the more fun and trendy Pop Shelf, which offers lines of beauty products, party supplies, and fashion, in lieu of more practical home items offered by a Dollar General. Add that to Dollar Tree's over 16,000 stores across the U.S., and you're looking at about $1 store for every 10,000 people in the U.S. That's a lot of dollars. Just because it's called Dollar Store doesn't always mean everything is a dollar. Sure, that was the case in the early days of Dollar General. However, you'll often find that products on the shelf have the tendency to cost more than $1. But lest you think all Dollar General's low prices come from scamming their customers, their main strategy for keeping prices so low comes from operational efficiency, paired with some specialized bulk purchasing. This allows Dollar General to offer prices 20 to 40% cheaper than an average grocery store. The stores are small, which minimizes overhead cost, and it fills those 8,000 square feet with as many of these most popular brands and sizes they can fit. These smaller portioned items technically cost less at Dollar General than a Walmart or Target, but the portions are much smaller, making it a worse price per ounce overall. When it's not selling abridged versions of popular products, Dollar General stocks the shelves with its own private label offerings like Clover, True Living, and Smart and Simple. These lower-cost off-brand items reduce costs for DG and customers alike as passable alternatives to brand name products. Dollar General has also taken initiatives to expand their shipping fleet from 80 to over 200 trucks, removing reliance on third-party supply chain costs. Many of the products obtained by Dollar General are liquidated items or items too close to their expiration date to sell at mainline stores. This includes frozen meats or cuts of beef that may be a pretty risky buy and an even riskier meal. And there has always been some criticism of Dollar General leaving these expired products on the shelves longer than they should. While these cheap offerings may seem like a good deal for everyone, Dollar General's low-cost model undercuts local grocers and supermarkets so much, the Institute for Local Self-Reliance was inclined to do an audit. They found that when a Dollar General comes in, it leads to a 30% drop in sales for local grocery stores, eventually forcing them out altogether. Being the only game in town only adds to Dollar General's low price points, despite its impact to public and local business health. And with so many customers choosing affordability over quality, it seems there's no stopping Dollar General's expansion nor its off-brand low-priced options. Aside from its constant turf war with other dollar store companies like Family Dollar or Dollar Tree, the DGC has been dealt some pretty significant backlash from employees, the government, and even late-night hosts. The most common complaint with stores like Dollar General is their tendency to create food deserts, low-income, often urban areas where there aren't a lot of options for healthy, affordable food. Since Dollar General's business model relies on servicing these underserved communities, they often become the sole food retailer for tens of thousands of people. High sugar, high calorie foods, prepackaged groceries, and food scarcity can leave customers with few choices and almost no alternatives. And if they had alternatives, Dollar General often priced those competitors out of business. This has resulted in some resistance to Dollar General's constant growth and the effect it has on local businesses and the economy. Protests have broken out, and legal challenges and boycotts of the Dollar General Corporation at large have the tendency to crop up whenever there's talk of a new location opening its doors. And Dollar General has been accused of a pricing scam, where items will show one price on the shelf but a different, much larger sum at the registers. Dollar General has also been the ire of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration for years, with their shady store operational practices. As alleged in an episode of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, blocked fire exits and extinguishers, cluttered aisles, and dangerous working conditions have forced employees to speak out against Dollar General, essentially begging for better working conditions. Because of these infractions, Dollar General has earned the dubious distinction of being added to OSHA's Severe Violator Enforcement Program in 2022. They don't give out trophies for that. Dollar Generals are also a hotbed for armed robberies and shootings, with 49 people killed and 172 people injured at Dollar General stores. That mayhem is in addition to injuries caused by in-store accidents due to clutter and overstocking, which spelled out a $21 million fine from OSHA, or the equivalent of 21 million bottles of Dr. Topper. Dollar General Corporation has been accused of financial irregularities and incorrect earnings restatements under CEO David Perdue's tenure, and the corporation was sued by the Choctaw Indian tribe after an intern from the reservation was assaulted by a manager at a store on their land. The tribe was able to ban the manager from their land. The situation led to a Supreme Court case, which did not help Dollar General's image. Dollar General's stock price has slumped in recent years, dropping 44% in 2024. The company's frequent leadership shakeups, Legal controversies and economic issues in general have contributed to the steady decline of the dollar store. As a result, Dollar General has invested an additional $150 million to boost store labor hours and hire more employees, address the safety issues, and revitalize their customer service. New safety employees are set to ensure the OSHA violations are a thing of the past, and more cashiers and floor workers aim to put Dollar General stores on the upswing and out of John Oliver's crosshairs. Dollar General is also committing to improving the quality of products they offer, including adding fresh produce to over 5,000 of its stores, with plans to add more fresh items like onions, bananas, and avocados to an additional 1,500 locations. They have also paid their success forward via charities, aligning with Feeding America and donating over $4 million, or the equivalent of 33 million meals. Dollar General has also recently entered the 21st century by offering My DG Wallet, an app that offers real-time information on pricing, promotions, and product availability at your local DG. However, they offer limited digital options compared to other grocery stores, so their efforts may be a day late and a dollar short. Despite their efforts to change their practices and update their image, Dollar General's reputation has stayed largely the same, with many of its struggles unresolved. This is in addition to the discount retail sector as a whole, which has been hit hard in recent years due to inflation, the economy, and a severe decline in foot traffic. But as long as people still need affordable groceries, which probably isn't going to change anytime soon or ever, you can bet your bottom dollar that Dollar General will be there. So what do you think? Is Dollar General truly a bargain, or is it more trouble than it's worth? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, check out some of these other Weird History Food videos.